Parkinson. I am one of the Marconi Fellows, but I am here today to talk with Vikram Iyer, who is a brand new selectee as a Marconi scholar and a young scholar. And I'd like to ask him to describe some of the things he's been working on. They are fascinating.
Thanks so much, Brad. Yeah, so my work is on developing bio-inspired and bio-integrative sensor systems. And what I mean by this is taking small sensors and attaching them to insects like bees and beetles to enable traditionally stationary IoT devices to move. This new category of sensors can allow us to both measure and understand more about insects themselves, as well as measure the environment with a greater degree of detail.
Well, it's clear that what you were doing had a lot of systems level problems and challenges. You had mentioned the battery as one of them. It would be interesting to hear you tell us what the most important challenges were and what you did about them.
Yeah, so as you just mentioned, creating something that's small enough to fly on the back of a bumblebee, for that payload is one of the biggest challenges there, because a bee can only carry about 100 milligrams. So we really had to design this whole thing with weight in mind. And one of the biggest constraints there is the smallest thing that we could use to power this was a battery that weighed about 70 milligrams. So then we only had, about 30 milligrams left to include power, communication, and some kind of sensing.
You're describing something that must be incredibly small. I'm having a little trouble visualizing how you get such a package on a bee. Can you help me out there?
Yeah, sure. We can actually take a look at a short video here that shows the bee carrying our small sensors and lifting off.
You can see he's got a heavy load.
He does, but that's actually what bees do for a living, right? They fly around carrying heavy loads of pollen and nectar, so.
Well, Vikram, this has really been interesting and obviously something we can pursue in greater depth. But what I'd like to do now is thank you very much for your time, the opportunity to meet you via video, and congratulate you again on this wonderful award. I think you have now joined a relatively small community of young scholars who I think are going to change our world.
Thanks so much, and great talking with you as well, Brad.